Why is India suddenly bringing so much gold physically into our own country from our bank lockers outside of India? What is it going to do to the price of gold, and what does it tell you about the global economy? I'll explain in less than 2 minutes. Well, over the past 2.5 years, India has been bringing in over 270 tons of its gold from lockers in Bank of England in London or Bank of International Settlement in Switzerland. Now, this gold was kept outside of India because over the years, it would act as collateral if India wanted to borrow money or if we needed foreign exchange for international trade. However, back in 2022, a number of countries actually put sanctions on Russia, saying that because Russia is engaged in the war with Ukraine, we will freeze Russia's assets kept outside of their country, which means over $300 billion of assets that Russia owned but were kept outside of Russia were taken away from Russia's access. And with rising geopolitical tension around the world, India is expecting that something similar could happen even with us. Which is why over the past 2.5 years, now so much gold has been brought into India that practically over 2/3 of the gold reserves that India holds is now kept within our own country. Now, what does this actually signal? One, it signals strength to the world that we can take care of our own gold. Second, we're expecting that geopolitical tensions are going to rise, which is why we don't want other countries to block our assets from us. And you would see this trend. This is actually being done by a number of other countries, especially the BRICS nations. Now, this also signifies that going forward, there is a possibility that BRICS nations soon may start trade, within their own countries, within their own currencies, and may actually stop depending on the dollar, or they may come up with their own currency which is backed by the gold. Now, whichever way this situation goes, you have to look at the data. Over the past 5 days, the US stock market has fallen by 4% because, well, it was in bubble territory. And if it falls even further, coupled with this fact, well, the chances are gold is going to rise even more. I've given a lot more in the description. Share it with someone who may need it.